Hey, we're here once more with Elysian Road. This is episode 19. Great to be here. I'm excited to play some more Elysian Road. We are on a good streak here. I'm excited about how often we've been able to play. But it's good because we only have a limited amount of time before me and my darling wife have a child, which will interrupt regular RPG things. So hopefully we can... Hopefully you can get through Elysian Road by then, or at least understand that we're at like a hiatus enough point that we could take an extended break and then come back. But even then, Carly will have the child, if I'm doing an RPG
The
thing.
child?
Yeah. I'd like to see the baby. Yeah. Anyway, all that aside, let's go ahead and start Elysian Road like we typically do with a flashback. So what we see is a familiar apartment. We see an apartment on Kulo, on the Order of the Dust planet that we've seen before.
Hey, Vigo.
Yeah, we see Vigo's / Garrett's apartment. I don't know if it's ever been officially stated that those are the same character, but I think if anyone's paying attention, yeah, you should have figured it out by now. So there you go. That's the reveal. So the character that Connor played for the side story that we did in Elysian Road is the character that Evelyn is looking for.
I thought we all knew that.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're gonna have to repeat that. What was the thing you just said? The
character that Evelyn is looking for is the character that Connor played in the side story.
Garrett.
So under the different name, Vigo is his name.
Evelyn knows him as Vigo.
Yeah,
but his name was Garrett in the side story.
I didn't know there were even any clues about that because isn't he supposed to be a psychic?
Garrett?
No.
Wasn't the guy you're chasing? Wasn't he part of your program? Wasn't that how you knew him?
He was the liaison with the Imperium for the program. So he was never part of the program. I guess I just didn't. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the clues have all been there. There you go. That's the official reveal. I feel like this episode at this point, if a diligent audience member would be able to figure it out. So, I just figured I'd stop dancing around the names. But yeah, so we see this apartment and we see the other four members of Vigo / Garrett's crew lounging about the apartment, and it says, I guess, maybe something like 1 week ago, or no, let's say, wait, how I need to look at my timeline real quick. When did that side story happen in comparison? Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, so yeah, I guess it probably says something like 2-3 weeks ago. Let's say it says January 20th, 3200. And we see the crew, right? This other crew, the side story crew, all kind of lounging about, but it's not like an easy lounging about, right? It's like a nervous, tense, waiting for something sort of lounging about. They're lounging about because they have nothing to do and they're waiting for news, right? I think Ada's the only one who's not there. But we see Kiana, and Jenkins and Lucy, right, the pilot. I'm just going to be taking control of these NPCs, of these characters as NPCs because you aren't currently playing them. So, you can obviously say like, oh, my character would never do that, but I'm assuming that I'll be able to play a simple conversation without having that sort of thing jump up.
We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
But we see right, this kind of tense waiting around. Let's maybe Jenkins is sitting on some sort of couch, just maybe like, doing something internally with his like robotics. So like he's like shut off for now. So nobody like is talking to him or paying attention to him, and he's not paying attention to anything else in the outside world. But we see Lucy maybe just like trying to awkwardly make small talk with Kiana, and Kiana's not interested. Right? Because Kiana's worried, and it's obvious that Lucy's worried too, but like they're dealing it with the worry in different ways. And finally, Kiana just like cuts him off like sharply and just says like, "Shut up, Lucy. I don't want to talk right now. Okay." And then Lucy's just like, "Okay, fine. It's killing me just sitting here." And then Kiana just didn't say anything. It's just kind of staring off in the middle distance, like maybe out the window at the rainy ocean world that is. So again, like think of Kulo as like basically Camino, but populated with mercenaries instead of cloners.
That's where we are right now. Right?
That's where you guys are right now as well. Yes. But this is like 3 weeks earlier. And so we see Kiana cut Lucy off and then stare off into the distance. And then that's when Ada comes in. So we hear that at the door, Ada walks in, and everybody looks at her. Jenkins comes back online, looks at Ada, and then Ada like signs like he's stable. And the rest of the crew just visibly relaxes. And Kiana just says, "What does that mean, stable? I mean, it sounds good, but is there anything more specific you can tell us?" And Ada just signs, like, "I wasn't told very much myself. Classified, I guess. Something happened. Something that they're trying to fix." And I think Jenkins says, "Well, what do they want us to do while we're just here?" And Ada just signs. She like hesitates and then just signs, "I don't know." And Lucy says, "Well, we're gonna go to the commander, right? Just tell him that we want to see him. We want to see Garrett. We want." Where he wouldn't say that. We want to see the commander. What? He's awake or just stable? I don't understand. What's happening? And Ada just signs again, "I don't know," but like emphasizes each sign. I don't know how many signs "I don't know" is actually.
I mean, it's one.
It's one.
Yeah. But
okay.
She could, if she wanted to specifically emphasize words, she could just say, "I don't know."
Yeah, like, and I think she does, right? Like she does that so that she can like emphasize that like she's being repeating it for emphasis, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And yeah. Thank you, Connor. Yeah. But Kiana just says, "They're not even going to tell us what's wrong?" And then she says, "I'm sorry, Ada, I know you don't know the answer to that question. Sorry." "Well, I'm not just going to sit here. I need to move." And she just like gets up and like leaves. And I think Jenkins just like follows her close behind after like maybe 10 seconds after the door closes. And Ada's left in the room, and then Lucy like just turns to Ada and like starts to open his mouth as if to like do the nervous talking again, and then realizes that Ada's like already turning away from him and won't hear her, or won't be able to read his lips or whatever. And he just goes, "Garrett would talk to me." And then he just...
Who says that?
Lucy, the pilot. He just walks over to the window again and looks out at the rainy landscape. And we go forward in time to real time. It is February. No, it's March 1st. March 1st, 3200. And let's talk shopping, shall we? So what I want to do here is I want to get your lists, right? So we'll talk through, a character at a time, what you guys are actually buying, so I know and can, finalize all purchases. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time on the actual shopping expedition per se, but what I want to do after we kind of finalize the minutia of it is take a scene with each of you as you're going about your business on March 1st. And I have scene ideas for each of you as you get on your way, as you're on your way to something or in between something, or when you're at the place you're buying stuff at, depending on the scene, just to kind of fill out some vignettes as we get the shopping. So let's just go ahead and start and go around the proverbial table here. Evelyn, what are you buying?
So I'm trying to decide between some things. So I don't know if anybody else has very specific.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
things in mind. I've been making lists, but I'm still deciding on some things.
Totally fine. Yeah, David, what about you? What's Ode buying? He's in the middle of eating. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I have an infinite energy capacity mod for my gun, an extended magazine mod for my gun, and a range boost for my gun. And if you allow me, I'm going to buy that Tempest Fugit artifact ability as though it had been made by them. But yeah.
And what does that do again?
I think I can take system strain to just immediately take another turn, I think is basically how it works. And I think I only do it once per turn. Obviously, I can't just take 9 turns and pass out. Yeah. I think there might be like an immediate. Although that's the gist of it. Though I'll take another look at it.
And that's all on your gun, basically.
Yep. So that would be 1,006,500 total.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Gun?
Yeah. If I lose this gun, Oda's just gonna jump out of an airline. In fact, I'm just gonna buy another one of these. I'm just gonna duplicate it. I want 2 of them.
You want 2 of them?
No. Wait, yes. Don't buy 2 now. Buy 1 now.
I'm gonna have 1 on me and 1 in the ship because
but what if the ship goes down?
Then I'll have the one
still
on
lost
me.
One, right? But
no, the point. I'm never gonna carry both of these. That's the whole point.
All right.
So one of these will always not be with me. That's the whole point.
Connor, your mic is popping when you talk too loud for whatever reason. It's Connor's mic, yeah.
No,
not yours.
How about now?
I spent too much money on this mic for it to be popping.
No. Yeah, you're fine. I don't know what it is with Connor. It's just like it doesn't sound like a normal issue we've been having with these mics. But yeah, if it happens again, I'll let you know. But yeah, I don't know.
Don't let it happen again, Connor.
It sounds like it's... Oh, yeah, that sounds better.
This sounds better now?
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter, right? We'll keep going, and if it happens again, I'll let you know. We can fix it. But
okay.
Yeah. Just try not to, yell into the mic, sort of thing, I guess is what I'm saying.
No can do.
Yeah. So that's basically all you're buying is just 2 versions of that gun?
I'm also going to buy a +2 shield belt to go on my nano pants, and I'll pay whatever you want me to pay for that. And then I'm going to buy a luxury cabin for $10,000.
Okay. All right. And luxury cabin basically just means your cabin on the new ship is decked out.
Basically 10% of the crew capacity of the ship becomes luxury cabins. But since the crew capacity of our ship is 6, that's 0.6. So
you're on the Void's Grace you're talking about.
Yeah. Basically I get a nice suite that, is mine. Although it's the same price regardless of the size of the ship, I think. Wait, no, that's not true. I think there's a price multiplier depending on the size of the ship. I might have to check that because we're a frigate, right?
So I need to think about this. I'm trying to figure out. So what your plan is with this ship? How long are you planning on using it? On the new one that you just bought, the frigate.
Forever.
Oh, I wasn't talking about that one. I was talking.
No. I know. I'm trying to figure out. What do you think, Connor, as Evelyn?
How long we're planning on using this ship? It's just as long as it takes for us to get to Vigo, rescue him, and then we're giving it to the whatchamacallums fiascos, and I'm going back with them to the planet to free their planet from the Imperium tyranny.
Okay. So, I mean, why are you even... I guess you're just buying the ship literally just for them then, right? Because you're not even probably going to... Because Vigo's here.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, what it is a replacement for the giant capital ship we promised them.
Yeah. Okay. Just right. I'm making sure that's actually the case because I think in my mind you were going to be on the other ship for longer, but that makes sense. Okay. So basically,
I think.
Yeah.
What size is the ship that we just got?
It is a.
It's a frigate.
It's a frigate, but there's several types of frigates. Let me see if I can find them.
Because the Void's Grace is also a frigate.
Well, yeah, exactly. The Void's Grace is the lowest number.
We can't park the Void's Grace inside of.
You could, based on how big I know this thing is. You could. But I don't think that would happen either way. The thing I was wondering about is I don't think Till would insist on keeping the Void's Grace in
Mm-hmm.
It just seems weird to continue to attach the Void's Grace,
especially since it's about to become a beefy boy.
Right, exactly. It is a heavy frigate, is what you bought.
Yeah, spaceships are literally only fighters, frigates, or cruisers, as far as I know, like Capital or whatever.
But yeah, heavy frigate is the largest frigate type.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think the Void's Grace is the smallest.
Is the smallest, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yep. So it is a free merchant ship. So okay, cool. Good to know. That helps me figure out what's actually happening with Till too. Because I was unsure as to but then the question becomes, Evelyn's just leaving? Right?
I
mean, I didn't know we were I didn't know you were going on a military campaign after this. I thought we were just looking for your buddy.
No, yeah, that was established at the end of the.
Didn't we get rid of
season.
Oh wait, never mind.
No, you made them go at war with the Imperium.
Yeah.
The
Mighten government is the government of Midas. Not the
yes.
Imperium.
Yeah.
I got him. Flipped.
Got it.
Oops, shoot.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, Connor, I feel like Lois and Elektra would just talk to you at one point, as this is all happening. Maybe this is the scene we actually start with as everybody's doing their shopping. I think Lois and Elektra come up to you, and Elektra just says so, do you know where this guy is that we're supposed to help you find?
No, not exactly.
But he's somewhere on planet?
I believe so.
At least this was the last place you knew he was.
Correct.
Okay. Evelyn, we've been talking amongst ourselves, the revolutionary groups. We're not entirely sure we want to go back to Midas, actually. I know that you said that you'd lead us in a glorious revolution and help overthrow everything, but I mean, the world is a bigger place than that. Giving us a ship, I mean, that's more than enough. We can go out on our own. Maybe change things in another place that's not so Mighten. They're in the middle of a war with the Imperium anyway, and I don't know if we could even get back into Athens space with this frigate, and it just all seems like idealism at this point. Doomed to failure before we even start. Am I making any sense?
I think this is confusing Evelyn because she thinks of people so one-dimensionally that for these people to be hey, our life goal doesn't matter to us anymore.
Yeah.
She's kind of she kind of loses some respect for them in her mind.
Yeah. So she says, I don't really know what that look on your face means, but if I can explain, I guess what I mean to say is we made it. We escaped that place. We were trapped there for so long under so much. It just feels better to be out. And maybe someday we'll go back and try to help the people there, but I want to be free for a bit longer.
I guess that's up to you. Are you trying to say you're parting ways with us before I find Vigo?
Well, that's what I wanted to ask about. We made a deal, but we were wondering if we let go of one piece of the contract that you might let go of another. I mean, we helped you fend off those other people and we made it this far. We crewed your ship. Do you need us on this planet? I mean, what are we going to do? we're not going to fight the Order of the Dust. If you actually have to break into somewhere, you're probably going to be better off with just Fergus, to be honest.
Boy, yeah, her whole like command
I know,
is like collapsing and she doesn't know what to do. I know this isn't going to end well, but I think she's going to lash out and be like, down, soldier. I'm still in command here. You can let go whatever part of the contract you want, but I'm in charge. Until Vigo is safe and sound, you guys don't make a move. Is that clear?
Make a lead roll.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Attribute?
Sounds like you're intimidating with charisma, right? Like I don't know if that's intelligence based. You were just acting emotionally, so.
Yeah, it's fine. 11.
It's not bad. Yeah, so I mean, they're gonna follow along for now, right? They're gonna fall into the role, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, of course, yes, Commander." Yeah. And they both salute, and they say, "Just let us know if there's anything we can do. We'll see this out into the end if that's what you want."
She just nods.
I'll tell the others.
Yep, you do that.
Sounds good. Yeah. Yeah, because the more I thought about that, the more I was just like, I mean, I've made it clear from the very beginning that these guys were hopeless idealists, and once they were actually free from like the happy cloud they were living in, and were actually part of an actual battle, they were probably like, you know what, we got a ship, maybe we could just get rich.
Yeah,
right.
How much weed do you think we can get for this spaceship?
Right, exactly, right. Yeah, and it's not even that. It's not that they're going to sell the spaceship, but they're starting to form something new out of this, and they don't want to just go back to Midas and then get killed for a cause that they maybe don't even believe in anymore. So, yeah. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that was a short, cute, or not cute, cool little vignette with Evelyn to kind of show where she's at too. Yes, because I just don't think it would make sense, and that also helps us keep Evelyn with whatever's going to happen next, because there's going to be things that consequences that will branch out from here that will lead us other places. So, thought we'd clear the air on that. So Ode, that means you're spending a grand total of what exactly?
I haven't tabulated. I had to figure out what the mods I already had on my gun cost, but now I can look. So
yeah.
Let's see. The gun I already had will cost me 1 million. $1,500. This cost me. $9,000. Also, it doesn't appear to have a limit on it. It literally just says after you take your as an instant action, you can take another turn, and at the end of the turn, you take 1d4 system strain +1 for each time you've used it within the past 24 hours.
So you can take like 9 turns in a row if you wanted to.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like we should just say I can't, because that sounds dumb. So I don't want to be able to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it might be fun if like Ode, like in the most extreme of circumstances, actually tried something like that.
I suppose. Well, and I mean, because I have it says I have 12 system strain. Is that right?
I guess so. Yeah, I mean, that sounds right for a warrior.
Because I mean, if I rolled as bad as I possibly could, that means I could do this 3 times in a row. So actually, it's not that bad. But I mean, that's max rolls. So, okay. I mean, sure.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Ode doesn't even know he can do that. But yeah. I'm fine with it existing as an option.
Okay, cool.
As because I know you as a character or as a player won't abuse it. Go crazy with it.
So, and then how much would a +2 shield belt cost? Basically, to customize a weapon, which on armor gives it +1. Is 1,000 credits, but I'm also pushing it all the way up to the maximum bonus it's supposed to have. So I don't expect it to just be 2,000. It should be more than that. So maybe like 4,000 would be double.
Yeah.
If I just had customized 2 more things. Okay. So then And then the luxury cabins is actually, so I think the luxury cabins is 10K, but you couldn't have luxury cabins on a fighter. So yeah, I think it's 10K. So let me fire up my calculator here. 1 billion. Is that right? Okay. Welcome to the shopping episode.
Right.
I haven't had one of these since the last time I played D&D. No, I added 10 instead of 10,000. Okay, 2,030,000. It looks like. Wait, that can't be right. There's supposed to be 500 in there somewhere. Oh wait, no, never mind. Yeah, that's right. I still have half my money.
I still feel like that's not right because wasn't your gun $1.5 million basically?
Well, no. So the thing is that my gun is $1 million, but all the other mods are like 1,000 here, 5,000 there. So 2 million is just the guns, and then all this other stuff adds up to 30,000.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, it's bizarrely cheap. That's why I was willing to pay such an absurd amount of money because I knew that it wouldn't be an issue.
Yeah.
And because that's ridiculous. So it also gives you +1 bonus to hit and damage, which won't take me over +3 on either of my guns. Yeah. So I figured I'd make sense if I'm spending $1 million.
Sounds good. Yeah. So I'm trying to think through.
So I have 1,070,000 left.
I'm trying to think through how they would have 2 of these guns lying around.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right? Like that's the only thing I'm thinking.
If I give them another 20,000, can they source it?
Because like what this probably is, right? Is these were custom made weapons for some elite soldier that isn't using, died, and then
I'm probably buying
them in
them
storage.
I'm like buying a gun out of someone's private collection, and then they're just smacking that gun into my gun very carefully.
Right? Yeah.
That's my assumption, I guess. So I'm probably paying some kind of ridiculous collector for it.
Right. Okay, cool. I have an idea for that, but so we'll go that later. But I just want to kind of figure out in my own mind what was actually happening there.
Yeah. Where do we put our money? I can't find the money spot.
I think it's at the bottom of the sheet.
No, I think it's at the top.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's in the gear. I had it collapsed. Okay. Can you give Ziva 23,906 credits, please?
23,000.
906.
906. Okay, sounds good. Oh man, he's gonna want to buy so much stuff with that. So much stuff. All right. Jared Bear, what about you? I see you're making a list there.
Of course, janitor bot because Ode is dirty.
Yeah, so you literally just want to buy a robot that will clean up after you?
Yeah.
Okay, so
clean up after Ode.
Okay, sounds good. Well, yeah, you obviously need a maid for your new luxury suite that you have on the Lord's Grace.
Exactly.
Yeah. Did we get a luxury suite?
I got it.
Well, I mean, so the thing is, you and Ode shared a room, so yes, you both have a luxury suite now.
But yeah, they probably won't have it, mostly because, for narrative reasons, but Stiletto charges, he'll look for them, but he's not expecting anything.
Yeah, I mean, there'll be some.
Mm-hmm.
How many do you want to buy?
How? Yeah. Well, we'll figure that one out last because
sounds good.
The list gets it's
a little eccentric, yeah.
Some squeal and some psych drug.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you can get
to
that
have.
In the world, yeah.
Telekinetic generator, which actually isn't really that expensive.
What is that exactly?
It just lets me power basically anything with telekinesis.
Oh, okay.
So if we ever run into a thing that doesn't have power, we just plug it in.
Oh, that's cool.
It's kind of just a convenience thing.
Yep.
Your battery, your brain is a battery.
Yeah. That's cool.
Eelskin capacitor mesh.
Yes, so I saw that.
My hand basically becomes a hacking tool.
Okay, so you're getting some cyberware?
Yeah. The slow time window, which is also cyberware, to combat the AI, dude. Should be cool.
All right, let's read off some of these. Eelskin capacitor mesh, a hair-fine mesh of almost imperceptible wiring along the user's palms and fingers, allowing them to trigger brief controlled bursts of electrical energy at targets within 5 meters. As an instant action, it adds 2d4 non-lethal damage to a successful punch attack. It is in its intended use. It also allows the user to override and disable most electronic locks and security systems with a successful sneak or fix skill check, both triggering a burst and hacking a security system tax the user's biology. 1 system strain point is gained with each attack or skill check. Okay, sounds good. And then slow time window, a piece of cutting edge pre-tech cyberware. It's pre-tech. You can't have it. They don't have pre-tech here. Yeah.
That's so sad.
Sorry.
Tempest Assault Array.
Tempest Assault Array.
With the customized.
Oh, that's an artifact. A modified version of the field emitter panoply. The TAA has all the functionality of the FEP, but also does an automatic 1d6 damage to anyone who attacks the wearer in melee, inflicting the damage after the attack is resolved. The wearer is immune to shock damage. Kinetic sinks allow the TAA to function without the need for power cells. Yeah, that would probably be something that you could find because it's a military world.
It'll probably just be hecka expensive.
Yeah, exactly. How much? Oh, I guess it's artifacts. Yeah, so they don't.
Yeah. I figure around the price of whatever David just got.
Yeah, I'll say a mil for that.
Plus the whatever the customized mod is. It just means it's form fitted to me afterwards, and I get +1 AC to it.
Okay, got it. Let's say 1.5 mil then.
What armor is this that he's talking about?
Tempest Assault Array. It's artifact armor, so it's like pre-tech. But yeah, the thing with this, Fergus, is they'd have to like go through a process to like actually customize it to you because it would be made for someone else. Yeah, so 1.5 mil I think is what we're looking at.
I don't remember what this one is, but it's on my list. Micro Purgator Stims.
A spray hypo laden with I can't read. A spray hypo laden with revivifying cocktail of nanites and support chemicals. A micropurgator stim will remove 1d4 points of accrued system strain from the user. Only one such stim can be applied to a person within 24 hours. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see, how much does it say those are? Oh, those are artifacts as well. Yeah, so let's say 50,000 a pop. So 1 stim for 50,000 credits.
We'll figure that out at the end.
Yeah, the it's not even like how effective these starting things are. It's just how rare they are, right? Yeah. Like they don't have a whole lot of them.
The Mindwall helmet with a polymorphic blending.
You cannot have that. They don't have that here. I saw that on the list, and I was like, nope, they don't have that here.
Oh, we missed the Nero Intruder Alert. We missed that one.
Oh, Neuro Intruder. Yeah. Intruder Alert. While somewhat privileged by pretext standards, this TL5 cybernetic implant allows the wearer to gain a +2 bonus and also. Yeah, they would not have this either. Any of the pretext stuff they have is going to be like weapons or armor.
That wasn't pretext though.
It is pretext. Yeah, it says. It's TL. Well, it's TL5. That's pretext basically, more or less. It's close at least.
Okay, so basically just the top stuff then and the stims and the ship mods.
Yes. What do you want for that? An advanced lab.
Yeah.
An advanced version of a sensor mask and a psionic anchor point.
Yeah, the sensor the base sensor mask is only a 10 to counteract. So I was wondering if like I could amp up the price to get a better version of
that. Let's see.
Because literally every single person who's looking for us would be able to easily get a 10.
I'm gonna look up each of these at a time. Yeah, advanced lab is gonna be easy to get. Sensor mask. Yeah, you should be able to find that. And then psionic anchor point.
That one might be pretty tech.
At the very least, it's sci-tech, which I also don't think they have here. It's a pre-tech relic.
Okay.
Yeah, so they wouldn't have it here. Yeah, you'd have to go to probably Ode's original homeworld, his family's homeworld, to get that. So,
all right. So the things I can get are, what would the advanced version of the sensor mask be? Would
right, yeah. So what do you? Sorry, I think I missed that because I was trying to read something.
It basically conceals your ship, makes it like appear, like something else. But it only takes a 10 to see through it.
Oh, I got it. What do you want the number to be?
I don't. 20.
No.
15.
Yeah, for a 15, so it's normally 10 credits. I'm thinking it's going to be 10 times the price. I mean, you're basically making it functionally impossible for almost anyone to do it. So 100,000 credits for that.
Oh, how much would a 20 be?
I don't think it's possible to get any more than maybe a 15. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do 100,000. Okay,
yeah,
I'll do that. All right. Calculator, so we can figure out how much I'm spending.
Yeah.
So move on to that. Do we want to move to the next person while we do that, or
unless Jared has anything else?
No, I just don't remember what the price is for the worlds. How much is the lab?
The lab is 10,000. Yeah, the advanced sensor mask could be 100,000. Micro Purgatory stems 50,000 a pop. Tempest Assault Array 1.5 mil.
Oh crap, that's 15.
Yeah, Eelskin Capacitor mesh you could get, but yeah, that's probably going to be spendy too because it's an artifact.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say another mil for that, and then the normal prices for the other stuff. Yeah.
Stiletto charge.
I'll say you can get 5. Because I mean, your main hacking enemy at this point also has an automatic hack succeed. So I'm not opposed to giving you those.
I was asking the price.
Oh yeah, I mean whatever it says in the book. I don't know off the top of my head.
There's no price for that one.
For stiletto charges.
Yeah. That
yeah, that's weird. Has all
it says
started.
They're not readily available on any market.
So they're pre-tech. That's why. Oh, yeah, you definitely should not have had... The ship wouldn't have had those. You shouldn't have been able to buy any of those up to this point.
Yeah.
So you just gotten extraordinarily lucky they don't have any more stiletto charges here. Yeah.
I'll figure out the price for the rest.
Turns out the owner of the ship was an eccentric pre-tech collector.
I guess, right? Like, I guess they just had a hidden stash somewhere. Yeah, wow. Yeah, it's like Mandate era tech. That's crazy. Interesting. Okay. So, Connor, do you have your list?
I do. I'm doing the math on the cost right now, but what weapon are Jared and David both getting? The pre-tech artifact?
He's getting
armor.
Something different, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
they're both artifacts.
If you look in, there's an artifact section at the end of the equipment stuff, which is basically like stuff that doesn't have prices because it's like really rare and you more likely find it than buy it.
Okay.
But if it's something military, there's a chance that the Order of Dust would have it.
Which one did David buy?
Tempest.
It was called.
It's like a
Nightfall Combine.
It's
like a
Tempest
Fugit.
Yeah, Tempest Fugit. It's on the second page of them. There's like a 4 on the first page.
It's like a weapon mod that allows you to like redo
shoot twice.
Action.
Yeah.
No, not shoot twice. You take a whole nother turn for 1d4 system strain, and it's instant action, which means you can literally do it whenever you want.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be your turn.
Oh, wow. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking through those and I was like, that would be the one I would get.
Yeah.
But I think I'm just going to go with the mag rifle for a weapon with concealed. Let me write all this down. Since you said no TL5 weapons.
You can posit it to me and I'll tell you whether or not they would have it. Yeah, the only TL5 or pretext stuff they'd have would possibly be weapons and armor, but it would depend on the weapon or armor. Basically, what I was
looking at, I'm pretty much distortion cannon.
Yeah, I'm pretty much allowing everyone to get one special thing, and just
only one special thing.
Okay,
no, I don't want that to be the special thing then.
Yeah.
Let me start with the mech.
Okay, sounds good. So Evelyn wants a mech.
So the mech of choice is a psi mech, only because I want to be able to use the weapon that only can be used by psi mechs, and that is the mind melter, or what's that called? Mind breaker, mind melter.
Let me find it.
It's okay. I got
Mind burner.
Mind burner, yeah. So it's basically just like a cone attack that just melts people's minds.
Yikes.
So that's the issue, is like they're not gonna have like sci-tech here really.
But they do.
You know what they call those in real life?
I get one special thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Also burn your brain, but in a more literal sense.
Mm-hmm. But you said everybody gets one special thing.
Yeah, one special thing that is a weapon or armor that's not sci-tech or that's not sci-tech.
The reason that he's allowing the gun is because it's a military station, so he figures they'd have guns.
But they probably wouldn't have a psi-mech with mind burner, unfortunately.
So can I make a roll to find somebody who has who makes psi-mech?
Mm-hmm, okay. You can make a roll to attempt to do that, yes.
What would that be? What roll would that be?
Connect, probably.
Okay, that'll be fine. With intelligence, yeah?
Sure, yeah, you can do it with intelligence. If you're just like doing a bunch of Google searches. Ooh, 14, nice.
Okay. Ooh, I am excited for this.
So, Evelyn, I'm trying to figure out. In the one hand, I want, because you got a 14, I want to just like give it to you without any other complications. But I'm also,
that'd be nice.
Yeah, I know, but I'm also thinking about who would possibly actually have these at their disposal.
The Paragon.
Right, exactly.
But hey, here's the thing though. They're nearby. So all you got to do is source the mech from them, wait for it to come, buy it, then we can go kill them.
Well, so what I'm even saying is like, so this is my thought. I was thinking like maybe I'd have Evelyn have to go to like the Paragon embassy or wherever. They probably don't have an official embassy, but like wherever the Paragon people on Kulo stay, because they have it there.
My guess would be that he would get somebody with, because I don't imagine he actually knows anybody in this area. So it could be instead, not that would talk to him. So I imagine what he would do is go to somebody on this mercenary planet who does have friends that make psi-mechs and pay him to go get one. Right.
Right.
Like, I just feel like that would be, it's probably the safer way.
And she got a 14. So I was just trying to think through, because I was thinking of like who would probably actually have these things, but because you got such a high roll, I don't want to like punish you at all for it, because you succeeded, right? And you succeeded really well, right?
And because he complained about that in the last.
Exactly. Yes. Uh-huh.
See, this is why you guys got to complain every once in a while. Not too much, but just a little bit sometimes.
This is why new generations have found that all you got to do is complain a lot and you get what you
want. That's how you get free stuff, straight up.
Yep. So Evelyn, you can basically look into that, and I think you see that, right? You see like, oh, there's like a Paragon guy who's like on planet right now, and he actually has one of these that he's looking to pawn off to someone. And if I didn't know my way around this system, I would have to go to him. But I can find a backdoor. I can go hire someone else to go buy it for me without ever having to get in contact with the Paragon people.
Wait, so that we don't like Paragons. So if he's here, we should just go take it from him.
Yes, that'll be great. Make Paragon science at war with you then.
I was thinking more.
Aren't they gonna be at war with us by the end of this anyways? Let's be honest.
Probably.
Might as well get some free mechs out of it.
Get some free mechs out of it, yeah.
Caleb, I was thinking more of like somebody who used to be a part of Paragon Science makes Cymex on the side.
Yeah, there you go.
That because Evelyn wouldn't buy one from Paragon Science.
That makes sense. I'm fine with that.
He makes
definitely embargo.
Yeah, so I think what it is, I think probably what it must be, Evelyn, is like
Cymex.
I get it now. Yeah.
what it probably must be is like this guy was maybe hired by the Order of the Dust at some point, had this Cymac because of the stuff that Paragon does, and then just ended up wanting to stay with the Order of the Dust instead of going back to Paragon. And has since cut off his ties with Paragon and now is here. And he has like an old Cymac from when he used it, and now he's like old and he doesn't use it anymore. But he's willing to sell it. But like no one's bought it because he's jacked up the price on it so much. But you have
covered in old World War II pinups.
Right, exactly, right. Or whatever the equivalent in this sector would be.
World War X pinups.
Yeah. But it would be my brain just
sorry.
No, that's all right. You did ruin it, but
quick note, did we get 3 XP last session? The end of last session?
Oh, good question. No, I don't.
45. I don't think we did.
I didn't give XP. Yeah, I should have. Let's see.
If David's at 45, we definitely got XP.
Oh, are you not at 45?
No, I'm at 39.
Oh, wait, no, Connor. That's the starting XP for that level.
We've gotten XP once. I don't know how many times you've mentioned.
You should be at 45, but I should also give out XP for last session.
Okay.
Yeah. So everybody take 2 XP for last session.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So everybody's at 47.
Yeah.
I must have just forgot to bump it up.
You're good. Yeah. Basically, what I'm thinking here is like you get in touch with this guy who's old and basically like has been trying to sell this Cymac half-heartedly and has jacked up the price so much that no one is willing to buy it. But you have 4 million.
Want to sell it,
right? Exactly, right? Because he's probably fond of it. But like you have 4 million to blow, so you can definitely.
What happened was his wife was like, "Why do you still have this thing? You need to sell it." He's like, "All right, fine." So he put it up on the marketplace for 4 times what it's worth.
Exactly
right. All right, I did it, honey.
Yep.
And then he gets an offer. He's like, "Oh no."
Okay, hold up though. You said we have all have 4 million each to blow.
I think so, right?
Or spend responsibly. Either way, yeah.
Okay. For some reason, I was under the impression that we had 2 million, and that totally changes everything.
That's what I was thinking too. But then I thought about it again, and it is 4 million but we how much did you guys get? You got 20 million, right?
I don't remember. I think so. That sounds right.
Yeah, that would be 4 million. Yeah.
Yeah, split between the 5 of you. Yeah, including Till.
Okay, so yeah, wow. Oh, wow.
Yep. Don't say ever. Don't give you anything. So you're gonna buy a light Cymac or a heavy Cymac?
Oh, definitely heavy now. And it's gonna have a sci-tech weapon called Finger of God. The Finger of God is a brutal weapon that operates soundlessly and without visible emissions. The sidekick piloting the mech selects the target and channels a massive surge of metadimensional energy through it. The blast ignores all conventional armor and can be expected to suddenly reduce anything smaller than a heavy mech into a smoking heap of scrap.
Yeah, but you're only allowed to use it to write things on a stone tablet. So
correct.
So you have access. I think the thing you're buying here is going to be the Despite heavy Cymac, which is actually in the book here, which has Finger of God on it. So we can just say that whatever he has, it's this. And I'll go ahead and.
Can I? Let me see.
So that's 3,060,000 for that.
Can I take off the mess knife? Because I'm never going to be able to use that effectively as my character because I have no.
No, you want a clean knife.
It's an MES knife, by the way.
Oh,
not a mess knife.
Well, but
metadimensional extroversion syndrome.
Yes.
Actually, would I still be using like a melee skill, or would I just be using pilot for everything?
Well, it does say melee, so I assume so.
No. But would I just be using pilot to shoot and fight?
I don't think so. Because for one, that would be really boring.
Yeah.
And also, I think I'm gonna guess that you, especially in the Psionic, you like hook into it. So
yeah.
Okay, so it's definitely gonna be.
I mean, I think that what it is. I mean, this is a once in a like. You're not going to be able to be like, hey, I want it to be specified exactly like this because, I mean, this is the mech he has. But you could just sell the MES knife if you wanted to, right?
So you won't let me do other fittings and stuff? I have to...
You could if you could buy it here, right? But basically what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to buy this Psionic from him and then from there, edit it yourself or like find other people to mod it. He's not going to be able to do it himself.
Okay.
He's an old dude.
Can I make just one change to it without that, and have the omen tap instead of the neural activity sensors? They're the same cost, same mass, same power.
What's the actual difference though?
The omen tap is specific for precogs, and the neural activity sensors is allow any psychic to detect sentient minds.
Oh, got it. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. All right, that's all I needed then. Yep.
That means the person you're buying it from is a precog.
Mm-hmm.
Because what else would you have then? So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Can he be my mentor? No,
probably.
I'm just kidding. Do you want to play out the scene or just buy it?
I think so.
I want to meet this character.
Yeah, no, I think so, right? Like, I think this is interesting. Like, there's no way you just go to this guy's house, buy this mech, and then leave, right? Like,
buy a 3 million specific precog design mech.
Exactly. I think I want to play out the scene there for sure. But we can make sure I have everybody else's, like, what everybody's going to buy listed first, and then we can play out those scenes. But
okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I have that in mind then in tow.
So yeah, that's 3,060,000 right there.
Yep.
So
the rest of the things. I wanted to get vac skins, but those are also TL5.
Yeah.
I wanted to get brainwaves, which are also TL5.
No.
Then I wanted to get a slow time, a slow window time.
I didn't let Jared get that.
Well, why is that?
It's pre-tech.
It is pre-tech?
It is, yeah.
Oh, sad day.
Yeah, you can check descriptions and it'll usually say.
Okay, I didn't see that
All good.
I wasn't trying to cheat you.
No, you're good.
Where was I? Okay, and then I wanted to get a that mag rifle, but I can edit that later because that's only like 12,000 credits. Yeah. Actually, I should mention the mods I wanted to get on it just in case. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're all like super cheap, so I didn't expect them to be.
That's fine. If they're just regular mods, then I don't
okay. They're just the mods that like it says in there.
Yeah.
I wanted to get. I want to buy grav chutes and drop sheathing for the mech, and I can have Till put it on later.
Yep.
And I'll probably add a couple more things to that. And then I wanted to get toxin injectors, which is a cybernetic, which basically will allow me to poison people as long as they're unaware, and basically they just die in 1d6 turns. And then Tagger nanites, which basically same thing. I can just touch somebody and then know their location forever.
So
like track them down basically.
You can get one of those things, not both.
Just one.
Yeah, you can decide. You can decide as a player which one is actually available. Then you can buy, but you can only get one of them.
All right, guys, what do you think? Which one do you think is more helpful, toxin injectors or Tagger nanites? I think Tagger nanites probably makes more sense for this character.
Yeah,
but toxin injectors could quite literally. I could just assassinate.
I think the injector sounds more useful because Tel and I can literally just roll programming to find anyone in the universe.
But also, whichever come up when we try to murder somebody and not like in a fight, murder somebody. So I don't know how often that's going to happen.
I can still use that in a fight. It's just harder because I'd have to make a successful punch roll. Which isn't going to happen very easily.
I'm so ready for Evelyn to try to punch someone to poison them.
It'd be like when What's-Her-Face tried to punch somebody in the Mistborn campaign when Soretta and Becca's character got into a fist fight.
Yep. And no one could land a punch on each other. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Good stuff.
Anyway,
that was a function of the system, I think, more than anything, though.
That's possible.
That
so that's
no
all
one
I
could get doubles.
That's all I looked at so far.
Sounds good.
To this point, I don't see anything else that's like actually helpful, except for like getting an artifact weapon.
Yeah.
Which I feel like
I've already given you your Psionic. You're not getting an artifact weapon.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Yep.
Maybe I can find one later.
You have an artifact. You're in an artifact weapon.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
A figure of God is definitely an artifact weapon.
Yeah. I might want to change out the knife for the mind burner as well, but I'm not quite sure because mind burner will affect multiple people in a cone.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with that is, like, I don't think anyone here in the Order of the Dust is going to have a mind burner, like, lying around that you can buy. So you could buy one later for the mech and put it on, but any other normal weapon, you could put on the mech, no problem. You could be able to buy it, but...
Okay, that's everything for me then, and I'll just calculate everything.
Yeah, feel free. Sounds good. And then Carly and I did her stuff yesterday. Do you want to give a rundown, Carly, of what you got?
I don't remember any of the specifics of things I got.
Well, all the stuff in your equipment is new.
Right.
And then also there's descriptions in there for all of them too.
Did we put my cool new sword anywhere?
I haven't edited it quite yet, but in theory...
no, we haven't.
Not quite yet. Do you remember what the artifact weapon thing you wanted on it was?
No.
I know, I'm trying to remember myself. Artifact.
Oh, it was I don't remember what it was called, but it was like, you don't have to move to be able to hit someone that's not standing right next to you. Like,
I mentioned something like that. I can't. Did you guys find it?
Yes, it is.
Okay, good. Because I couldn't find it, and
it's definitely in there. It is
I thought it was a wind cutter, but then I read it, and I'm like, no, it's not what it is.
Terminus Est. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Where's that? Oh.
It's the Terminus S line of advanced melee weaponry employed spatial distortion technology. As an instant action at the start of a round, a wielder with the weapon in hand can nominate a visible target. For the rest of the round, they're treated as if they're adjacent and engaged in melee combat with the target, hindering ranged attacks, subjecting them to attacks if they move away without a fighting withdrawal, and so forth. The wielder is not subject to attacks by the target unless they actually are within range of the target's weapons. By straining the wielder's perception pathways, this target nomination can be applied to a number of targets equal to the wielder, blah, 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 blah. Any attack made against one target is applied to all nominated targets using the same die rolls, so on and so forth. All Terminus S weapons have a +2 bonus to hit and damage rolls.
Dang. Yeah, that's awesome.
So that is what... So, I mean, basically... And we're going to play out some of this, but Dylan's going to go on a shopping trip, and she's going to end up with a Koloss sword that has that on it.
Yeah,
I don't. In what world does that not kill somebody?
No, well, so that's the thing, and then the other mod she's going to get for it is going to, I think, it's going to cost like a lot. It's going to cost like $1 million for this, but the other thing she's going to get on it is the ability to change it from non-lethal to lethal damage. So basically it's either going to be a giant paddle that she can just whack people with, right? Or she's going to click a button and then it will automatically sharpen itself, like micro edge sharp, and then she can cut it in half with it.
But that's what I mean is if you take a blunt instrument the size of a Koloss sword and hit somebody with it, it's still lethal.
Yeah, I think for whatever reason, like there's probably some sort of like electric field or something that hits first and has them go unconscious, that sort of thing. Right?
If I can hurt somebody in power armor with my non-lethal gun, then that's I'm fine.
It's fine. It's anime. That's what this is. It's anime.
But
yeah, Dylan's getting that for sure. But then the rest of her equipment. What do you want to say? What else you got, Dylan?
Glow bug. You want me to just keep reading them off? Or actually say what they are?
Yeah, just say what they are, too.
Okay. Glowbug, Hush, Metatool, Lazarus Patch, Medkit, and Toolkit.
Yeah, so we went through the equipment list, and a lot of the stuff, I think only the Hush she actually had to pay for. But the rest of the stuff, it was just like, oh, let's go through the list and make sure Dylan actually has stuff that she would want to use on her, because you have like TL4 lockers and stuff. So
yeah.
But the Hush is a special thing. It is a extremely heavy neurotranquilizer. Hush leaves the subject awake and responsive to simple, untaxing commands, but they cannot fight or communicate while affected by Hush. But will walk, eat, sit, and perform simple actions as directed by the last person to speak to them. So
that's creepy. Okay.
Yep. Dylan wants to try to use that on Alex, basically. So
yeah.
Yikes.
Yes, cool. So all of that is true, and then Till is gonna buy like a suite of drones.
Seems about right.
Let's take a look at that situation.
Non-hackable drones, right?
Yeah, well, probably, yeah. Let's see what sort of options does he have available to him. There's stealth drones. You can't really get pre-tech drones. Yeah, I assume he's getting a bunch of ghost walkers. Because they have inbuilt stealth stuff.
Sounds dope.
And he's gonna give them fittings such as ammo units, extended flight, expert systems, medical support and observation suite, reinforced structure, suicide charge, weapon fittings. Basically, I'll make this giant list for me off screen, but I'll give him I'll have him buy like a suite of drones that'll probably end up being somewhere around like $1 million, where he's just gonna like buy like an army of drones that he can like use with a bunch of extra upgrades and stuff. I don't think Till would buy any cyberware. But the other thing he would probably do is he'd probably like, upgrade the Void's Grace. I think he is going to get as well I think he's gonna get like 1 or 2 vehicles. What should he buy vehicle wise? Like small vehicles you can put in the cargo hold and like use on.
You already say a drone?
Yeah, he's gonna buy like a suite of drones, like a whole army of them.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it would be kind of cool if he got like a grav cycle.
Yeah, I think that'd be a Till thing to do.
That was great last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's driving it this time, which means he's a good pilot.
Right. How much are grav tanks?
I don't think you can fit a grav tank in the hold of the Void's Grace, honestly.
I will strap it on the outside.
Yeah, I don't think he'd want a grav tank either.
I want to ask for one more cybernetic in that case.
Use one, probably.
One more cyberware?
Cyberware, yeah. I'm sorry. I can't find it. It's called drone control
drone
link.
Control link. I think that's probably what Till would get though.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
that's fine. Yeah. I was just thinking, since Till is no longer like a main character, we should probably use his drones for something more useful. But that makes sense if you.
That makes sense. Yeah, because I mean, you can direct him to where whatever you want him to use, or however you want him to use them. But yeah. I think that's probably what he would do. He'd get a cyberlink where he can connect to his drones remotely through his brain.
Yep.
Summon an army of drones. And then I think I'm gonna buy him a grav flyer too. That seems like the most like all-purpose thing you could get here.
Basically like a sky car, right?
Yeah, basically like an airspeeder or whatever. So let's see. All can hover and climb with typical gravitic ease. A few models can even reach low orbit. So basically he can actually fly with it. He can just fly over the ground with it. Lots of different purposes there. So he's gonna buy a grav flyer, put in the hold of the Void's Grace. And then I guess ship upgrades. So you guys got an advanced lab and then a luxury cabin.
So Caleb, quick question.
Yeah.
If I were to, let's say, purchase a lab, but like a lab for a cruiser, how much would that be? Or a capital ship? A capital ship lab. How much would that be?
Well, you couldn't fit a capital ship lab in
the Void Grace. It's a question of size.
Yeah.
I think.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a question of quality. Even like you could have a good lab.
+3 for a capital ship lab.
Yeah, that would be because you would have access to like a couple of supercomputers and like other like really high tech expensive equipment because you'd have the space for it, but you just don't have the space for it on the Void Grace. So
I added the lab and the sensor.
What you should do is buy a supercomputer, but it doesn't work. You don't have enough room for a supercomputer, but what you do is you just don't use the power. You don't have the power supply in there. Instead, whenever you want to use it, you just plug it in your brain. And then you can fit a bigger one in a smaller space because you don't need all the power and cooling and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so Till's going to add an advanced nav computer, an armory, so TL4 armory, so you have extra weapons.
Nice.
He is going to add boarding tubes, which allows the boarding of a hostile disabled ship. Ooh. He's going to add a cargo lighter, an orbit to surface cargo shuttle that's going to be like attached to the bottom or the top, probably like on the top of the Void's Grace is like a little cargo shuttle. So you can be in orbit and then just go down into the surface in the cargo shuttle if you wanted to. He is going to buy cold sleep pods. So you can keep occupants in stasis if you guys got into trouble somewhere.
Or if Ode was annoying him enough.
Yeah, exactly.
How much does it cost for the teleportation pad?
I don't think you can buy it here, but
yeah.
He's also going to buy a drill course regulator. Common drill routes become auto successes.
Nice.
He's also going to upgrade the Void's Grace to have a drive 5. Upgrade the spike drive to a drive 5 rating.
What is this psionic anger point that is a focal point for allied psychic's power?
Yeah, that's what Fergus tried to buy, but he didn't have access to it. Yeah.
Okay. Precognitive nav chamber. Basically, you're just a guild, a Spice Guild member.
Yeah. He's also going to pay off the Void's Grace. You guys owed like $2 million on it.
Sweet.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the initial compelling element for any group in this game, you have to pay off your ship.
Yep.
Also, I was wrong.
I don't think you guys made a single payment on the ship, actually. So
yeah,
we did make one.
One
payment.
One? Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Also, the asterisk on there, anything with an asterisk is multiplied by 10 for a frigate.
Is it?
Yeah. So my luxury cabin costs a lot more than I thought it did. Yeah, because it says yep, some costs are marked with an asterisk. They're multiplied by 10 when on a frigate and 25 on a cruiser, 100 in a capital.
Dang. Okay. Then I definitely can't buy this much stuff. So if he's so this is the thing. How much credits do you guys all have left?
I have
like 60,000 something.
Are those specific things you bought?
Oh, that was before we got paid. So that's.
I was gonna say, how did you spend all that money?
Oh, to be honest, Dylan, you probably have enough credits to just like pay off the ship entirely yourself too. By the end of the year, you're not even buying that much.
We could all just go buy another ship,
right? I'm just trying to think through like if Till would foot the bill for that all himself. I don't think he would.
Probably not.
I mean, Dylan would offer up money to help with that,
right? Because I think maybe he talks to you at one point and because notices that you don't really have a whole lot of stuff to spend your money on, and he's just like, hey kid, you want to help me make the Void's Grace the best it could possibly be?
I mean, I feel like Till wouldn't ask her that. I feel like it would be more like him mentioning like, oh
yeah, I don't have the money for this. Yeah,
a big portion of my cut or whatever, and then her just being like, I'm not spending much here.
As soon as I said it, I was like, I don't think Till would ever ask it. Yeah. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, so I think he would definitely get Advanced. Well, okay. What are the most important things I want him to get? Okay, Drive 5 upgrade for sure. Spike Drive is a Drive 5 rating now. I don't think he cares too much about the. I don't think he cares too much about the some of the extra stuff. So yeah, he's gonna get a Drive 5 upgrade, which is gonna mean he's gonna spend $1 million on that. With 10 times. No. Yes. 10 times as much. Okay. And he's going to get the armory. He's going to get... Ooh, fuel scoops. No, I think they already have. I think you already have fuel scoops.
I think it comes.
Yeah, I think it comes with fuel scoops. I don't think he wants a luxury cabin.
Can I think, can I have a small luxury yacht instead? Because there's a fitting. There's a fitting that a ship bay fighter where you can put a housing in a fighter on your ship. And then I can just buy a shuttle, and then I can just buy a bunch of luxury cabins until I've accounted for all of the crew size. And then it'll just be I'll have my own luxury yacht attached to the side of the ship.
No, I don't think so. I don't think Till would want that.
I mean, it's my ship too.
So Fergus, keep in mind that the advanced lab and the sensor mask are going to cost like 10 times what I listed previously because they're for a frigate instead of a fighter.
The sensor mask, we already came up with a custom.
Right, but you're going to have to 10 times. Yeah, but you're going to have to 10 times that again.
So it's going to be like 10.5 million.
Well, what did we have it at? A mil?
I think you put it at like. I'm pretty sure you put it at.
I put it on 100,000.
My armor at 1.5.
Yeah.
You put the sensor thing at $1 million.
No, I'm pretty sure I put the sensor. I think 10 times it. I think I made it 100,000.
No, you made it $1 million.
I don't think I would have made that $1 million. It's originally a 10K. I wouldn't have made it 100 times the price. I don't think I did.
I think I made it $1 million.
Yeah, but honestly, you should, because that is actually how much it's going to cost.
Okay.
Because it's 10 times that. Yeah.
All right.
And then advanced lab is going to cost 100K instead of 10K.
Are all of the things starred?
All the things that are starred are 10 times more for the Void's Grace.
Yeah, but is everything we bought?
Anything you've mentioned, yeah.
The sensor module or whatever too.
Sensor mask, yeah, that's what I was just referring to.
Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha. What about the weapon fitting thing?
What weapon fitting?
Oversized mountings.
Where's that?
It's in Starship Mods.
Oh, Starship Mods, yeah. I don't even know if it lists price there. Oh, it does, yeah.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Oversized mountings. 15% of the hull is the cost. I don't know what that is. Free merchant.
Our ship's hull size, I think it was mass was 15. I don't know what our.
Yeah, that doesn't even make any sense. 15% of hull. Oh, here you go. Credit price for Moses is expressed in the percent of the base hull cost. Thus, to install a power trunk, blah, blah, blah. Base hull cost. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so that means free merchant costs 775,000.
Oh, hull like the ship.
Yeah, like the ship itself. Yeah. So 15% of 775,000 for the oversized mountains.
Sorry, what was the price?
775,000. So 15% of that.
Times 116,250.
It's not too bad.
You said 116 what?
116,250.
And which cruiser gun do you think we should get, David?
Oh boy, that's a good question. Red weapons.
Yeah, that's mostly what he's gonna buy. Is just like the upgraded spike drive and stuff.
Let's see. These sound like they're probably not teal. One of the first spawns. Oh, I guess I'll just look at the damage here. Wow, they all do a lot of damage. The spinal beam cannon does 3d10, and smart cloud does 3d10.
The grav cannon also does. Or wait, no, sorry.
Oh no, grav cannon does 46.
I was looking at smart cloud.
AP 20. That's why it's really high AP. Maybe that's what.
Which one's better, the 46 with the 20 AP or the 3d10 with the 15 AP?
I don't really know. Well, so I don't know.
The grav cannon can also be used against small ships.
Okay, no, that's true. And I don't really know what AP and clumsy do in this because
clumsy makes it so you can't shoot starfighter or the.
Oh, I see. All right. Well, in that case, sorry.
What's the AP for?
I mean, I see that means armor piercing, but I don't know what that.
Oh, it has a -4 to hit small fighter class hulls.
No, AP. What does AP do?
I have no idea. Oh, AP. The weapon ignores this many points of the target's armor.
Yeah. So, what? Shoot, I lost the list. Heck, no.
So the grav cannon's better for shooting it heavily armored and also small.
So it's just better.
How much money do you have left, David?
It's just better. Oh, it's $2 million. I have like $1.5 million, a little more than that.
If we combined our money.
Oh, it takes a lot more power is the thing. So we'll have to actually have enough power on the ship to use it. That's the problem.
We can get a mod to make it use less as
well. Yeah. It also might be TL5.
It doesn't say. It says grav cannon's TL4.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Then yeah, we should use that. Assuming we can figure out a way to make because I haven't been tracking the power usage of our ship. I don't know if anybody has.
Hey Caleb, what's the? Yep. Should I just add another? Whatever the stationary mod cost for the other one was.
For what? What are you talking about?
I'm trying to find the mod.
Well, so the ship can only power so much, and this is quite a large power drain. So we're trying to figure out how much power we have to work with and what we can do to mitigate it. I guess he has an idea.
Oh man!
Chosen fitting requires only half the normal power and mass per fitting.
Oh, there's 0 free on a free merchant. It's already all used up. You can't add anything.
But
else.
you can buy better power supply, right?
I assume so, but I'm not seeing where.
System right now.
Yeah, the issue is the only one I'm seeing is you lose mass to gain power, and I don't think you have any room either. Right? There is a hard limit on this, and I don't think you actually at this point you'd have enough stuff packed into the Void's Grace. I don't think you have any room for.
I wonder what the point of this attachment is. If I don't know that you'd ever be able to get a cruiser-sized weapon on a. So it's a weird. It's kind of a weird mod.
You could if you were using the power trunk streamlining, which is a mod, but you have to sacrifice free hull space. But there is no free hull space.
No, what I mean is this oversized mounting would never be useful. I don't think.
No, it would if you made the whole, if you used more of the whole space, it's the idea is you're using less, you're filling up space that could be filled with other things to give you more power.
But I mean, it also has 4 mass. I mean, what is our mass allotment for our ship?
Mass allotment is 0. You have 0 free.
Right. So
yeah, it's already full.
Out of how much? I mean, how much do we have to total though? Like, I mean, that we
15.
filled. So I mean, I don't know. I assume most of that's critical systems. I don't even know if you could. I mean, maybe you're just supposed to have a slightly bigger frigate. This is a pretty small frigate.
Yeah, I think
you can literally just add room though, can't you?
I think that's the problem. So, no. I don't think you can. Which is a little weird.
There's definitely one. I was reading it. I saw it somewhere.
You can have cargo efficiency bays, but the ship's total free mass is decreased by 10% rounded up, but each point of mass dedicated to cargo space counts as 2 points, but that's not what you want.
I don't think it's under the mods though.
Is it in just like fittings or whatever?
Maybe.
I don't think there's a fitting that gives you more space. There's one that gives you that is cargo space, like, but that's like just a normal thing. You just don't fill it up. Yeah, you know what? We can figure this out off screen. Right. Yeah. I actually need to look over the mass stuff of some of this stuff anyway, and double check that it can work. So
we've done about an hour and a half, maybe.
Yeah. I think we basically reached the end of our little shopping thing. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's take a quick break. And then we'll come back and do some scenes. So during all of this shopping, some things have been happening, and we'll figure out what. All right, stick around. We got more Elysian Road coming at you, and there will not be as much math on this other side of the episode. So stick around.